Hello. Let's, I'm gonna start up. I'm gonna put the game up. Let me start that. I will be, checking my island. Who knows? Quite frequently, because I am needing to take care of his inventory. It will fill up very fast in that area. And also, hi, hello. I did not wash this mug. So yeah, you're gonna have to deal with that nastiness from the hot chocolate. And the coffee from last night. And the night before. Sorry, not sorry. I'm gonna refill this soon. I did pour that coffee half an hour ago. That's why it's almost done. I also did cheat a bit. I did start the headband last night. Just to figure out how wide I wanted it and what hook to use with this yarn, because this yarn is interesting. It is one of the ones I got on auction house website. I got 10 balls of this for $10. So it was like, yeah, please, thank you, mine. But yeah, I cheated and started last night. And this is about how wide I want it to be. And I did end up needing to use a 7mm. 7 for this. Because of the bumps and stuff, and so I could actually find my stitches, because I can barely see the fuckers. I don't think it's gonna be very stretchy, so I'm gonna make it smaller, like, you know, around my head. Instead of a full circle, I am instead at the back gonna use this. I'm gonna sew on 2 pieces of this. This is that I found that I didn't even know I owned. It's just black, wide elastic. And I thought, hey, that would be perfect. Because the headband won't be very stretchy. And this is a lot of black elastic. Like, a lot. Like, holy shit. It is like maybe a millimeter or 2 thick. So yeah, there is a lot in this roll. And I am not gonna need much for the back of this. And I am just gonna do a semi-structured look. So I decided I'm gonna do half double crochet in back loop only. And if I remember right, I have 12 stitches here. I have no idea, I can barely see the fuckers. Hi, hello. Now let me see if I can find the stitches. Is it there or there? I think it's there. I do believe I ended up on 10 or 12. Like I said, you cannot see the stitches here at all. I am pretty much finding them by feel. So this will be fun. So we have quite a lot of less to do. Am I even putting these in the right one? It looks right, but also not. Might be there actually instead of there. Okay, let's see if I can. It's also not exactly the best yarn to frog. You can, but you have to be very, very careful, or you will get stuck. Okay, so not going there, and to go in there. Okay. Like I said, seeing my stitches in this yarn? No, apparently it's not allowed. Yep. I mean, if I had my work light, I could maybe see, but Mother has stolen that for her laptop, because her laptop does not have a backlit keyboard like her old one. And I have not bought a new light because I've bought a lot of yarn instead for my birthday. This is actually one of the yarns. And I have not counted my stitches. But it's not that important, it's how wide I want it to be, so whatever. And I am not going by any specific pattern. It is legit just a headband, so make a strip however wide you want it so it reaches around your head, and then slap some ears on it. Use any ear pattern you want, as long as it's big enough to be fitting of the headband and the size of your head. That's it. So I am not gonna use any specific pattern. It is one of those things that's just too easy, and you can improvise and mix and match however much you want. So why is it looking so dark? It's gonna start raining again. One last stitch. I am shading 2 at the end of every row. So you can sort of see the texture it's gonna get. It's the same on the back. I don't want it fully flat. And I am not gonna worry about being not stretchy at all, because I am not gonna need any stretch. And my nose is itchy as fuck. It's after like 4 days of no sunlight. We suddenly get sunlight and the wind blowing. And the wind is blowing in 2 different ways. It's blowing from the right, hitting wind coming from the left, right outside my window, which means they create a sort of whirlwind, which means Pollen is blowing through my window. Yay! No. I have taken allergy tablets. It's just it takes a while for that to kick in. So my nose is gonna be an itchy bitch for another 20 minutes or so. It's usually 15 to 30 minutes before it kicks in. Okay, let's see if I can find my stitch. That a stitch? I think that's the stitch. Yeah, it should be. Or is it? Yeah, because that comes up there. Yeah. Like I said, good luck seeing the stitches with this yarn. Probably why the seller was selling it. Because on this ball of yarn, which is the one that she had opened, she does have some markings she made for a project she never started. Probably because she hated the yarn. And yes, I do know it's a she because on that specific website, the buyer and seller can see each other's real name after you have won an auction. And you need to verify your identity on that website by phone number. I think they changed it to also be via ID. Yeah, it's super secure. Really cool yarn. I'm sad that her project didn't work out, but also I'm very happy that she sold the yarn and that she lowered the price right after I found it. Because when I found it, it was 15, almost 16 US dollars. Like an hour after I found it, he had lowered it to 10. And as soon as I saw it, I was thinking something box related. And I've always wanted a silly headband with ears that was not a cat or a wolf, which is the most common shit people make. I saw this yarn and instantly wanted to make a headband with matching fingerless gloves that's gonna have toe beans. But that is a while ahead in the future. But first we need to make this. And this is like 5 rows. And it needs to go mostly around my head. Rip it. And I still need to rip my coffee. Because I'm starting to see the bottom. Yeah. Yes, I also have a frog up here. Big as a rabbit. It's slightly stretchy, I think. Not much. But it is wide enough to cover my ears. Oh? Not quite the right color. That's annoying. The yarn is not the right color. The red on my shirt, however, is the right color. But the yarn is slightly more orange than the yellow-brown it's showing up. It is more towards the orange. There. Yeah. Maybe. I'm holding it up to the light to see. No, that would be cool. Because sometimes, at the start you accidentally skip a stitch. Because it's so easy to mess with this yarn. Due to it being lumpy and bumpy. Normally this kind of yarn I would be using a 3.5 with this thickness, but because of the bumps I'm having to use a 7. It's very, very weak. Mommy, I'm gonna have to refill my coffee soon. When it's 1/2 I'm gonna go and refill coffee. I have the ads set to every half hour anyway, so I'll take advantage of that to sneak away. Okay, is there another stitch after this or not? I don't know, I can't see. Yeah, there must be another stitch. That feels way too... Okay. Yeah. We're in. One and two. I have no idea how many stitches, but at least I'm keeping the edges nice. Where's that? That's something. Okay, I'm gonna pull some yarn and then try and count the stitches. But if I remember right, it was 10 or 12. Okay, that's 5. Yeah, okay, so 10. Come on, it's right there. I did 10. I had this one here on the edge trying to hide. It there. Gotcha. There we go. Okay, so I did 10 apparently. I'm gonna hold this up to the light and see. Oh, yeah. That seems to be correct. Yeah. 10 stitches across. And normally 10 stitches is like tiny. Yeah, I probably can do 1 or 2 more before it's time to refill the coffee. At least now I know I have you know, not that I will ever recreate it, but still. Most of my stuff are one-time thing. Realistic? Yeah, it is. Looked weird, but no, that really was the stitch. I'm thinking holding this double with a black would be stunning. I might have to try that. I should have plenty of this yarn to do something like that. I mean, this is only the first ball out of 10. We have plenty. We're not even near done with this ball yet. So there will by far be enough for the headband, the ears and the matching gloves. And still be yarn left over. No worries at all about that. I'm very happy that the microphone is not picking up the neighbors. Because like 3 of them decided to do renovations at the same time. Or just general reorganizing apparently. Because we have scraping from one side, hammering from one side, and then another side has more scraping. Also, bouncing. Like we are dropping heavy furniture on the floor, kind of bouncing. This will go fairly quick. I mean, when I started, I was down here with these. Not very stretchy at all. It's got more bounce than actual stretch. Because I am using a very big hook. The stitches themselves is a lot more loose than they normally would be for yarn this size. Because this yarn itself has no stretch. I think it's like a cotton mix. Does it actually say on the label? No, it does not. It just says the Moda Italiana machine wash dry flat made in Italy. And then a whole bunch of symbols I have no idea what the fuck they mean. I think it might be a cotton acrylic blend. It has no stretch at all. I'm gonna refill my coffee because we are at the bottom. I see the bottom. Because like I said, it's now an hour ago since I poured this mug. It was cold anyway. I need a coffee refill. And I am really happy that I made a coffee emote for that. Just well. There we go. Eh, there we go. I also did slightly more than just fetching coffee because I also washed the mug. So he's now clean. Clean and with fresh coffee. Now I wish I could find my stitches easier. Oh. Let's go to town 1. Wait, how can I... 50, but I don't have 42 boxes here. Oh well. There's a special event. Food I was supposed to have. Thank you very much. Inventory clean. Let's do this. There we go, okay. At least I got 2 keys. Ooh, 1000 gold balls. 125. Okay then. 24. No. Do need to keep all that stuff. Let's go back to where I was. Need these 2 statues to be 20k each. I can feel the allergy tablet kicking in because my nose is definitely not itchy anymore. Yeah. See the difference? He's clean again. It's always easy to wash the mug because I only ever use it for coffee and occasionally hot chocolate. So it's always easy to clean. Yeah, I should be getting a package today or tomorrow. I need to pick up. It is one of those book nooks, but this one is very special. And the store I bought it at, they are phasing it out, so they won't be selling it anymore. So I panic bought it because the only other store I can get that exact one that actually shipped to Sweden, I would have to pay twice as much. It should arrive today or tomorrow. told you guys about that one before. It's like 19th century style detective, and it is very Sherlock Holmes coded. There another stitch there, maybe? Hold on. There might be another stitch there, or I put the stitch wrong. That seems off. I think the best part with this is that if I have one stitch too many, it's not even visible. But if I have one stitch less, it is highly visible. I think I need one more here. Okay, probably needed one more. Okay. But yeah, this is working up really fast. We started down there, for reference, down here. But this... maybe it... I'm also working on more frog theme stuff that I can put on my overlay. But that is still in the sketching phase. And I might have... yeah, put that one wrong. I should have put that one closer. There. Got it. Beside that, it's very easy to skip stitches because you can't see all. Now I can go in there. It's gonna look so good when it's done, though. But it's gonna be a bit of a journey to get there. Ah. Hi. Thank you for the giant blue. I think I might have actually added one stitch there that I should not have added. Oh well. How's you doing? We're making good progress. But I really think I added a stitch there that I should not have. I'm gonna try and pull back because that just looks weird and off and overall wrong. I do not like it. I'm gonna remake this corner. Warm? I'm not. We get cold again. Maybe I was correct and I did not need a stitch there. Okay, do that way again. Okay, so... ah. Okay. I cannot see my stitches. at all. I am doing this mostly by feel. And a hook that is like 3 times the size that I normally use with yarn this size. Because it'd be bumpy. But we are making good progress. Like, hella good progress. We have all this. When I started the stream, we only had this piece here. At least your kitty likes cuddles. If I tried to cuddle Mickey, I would get fangs and claws. I can barely touch that kitty. I put this in the wrong hole. Maybe. No, it still looks right. Okay. Doesn't like being picked up. Just like scritches though. Mickey don't like any touching. I can barely take from head to tail. Maybe 3 swipes. Then he walks off. And I can only do it if I'm sitting on the toilet. Or opening the blinds in the living room window. Otherwise, I cannot touch him. He is not a cuddle bug. And scritches? Forget it. Just no. Turn. This is going nicely. We are like nowhere near done with either the headband or this ball of yarn. And I have 10 of these. And then when this is done, I'm gonna need to decide how to make the ears. I have like 7 different ear patterns I can use. Yeah. My thumb joints are acting up. It's like right between here. It's like not the actual joints, it's like between. Ugh. I'm not old, I'm crispy. Let's see, going in there I suppose? May or may not be one stitch far. Oh, yep. I can see that. Okay. Carefully pulling that out. This yarn is not very frog friendly. Can you make a mistake? in any single way. It's pretty much like working with blanket yarn without the soft fluff. Instead it's lumpy and bumpy and scraggly. It's probably gonna be nice and warm for winter. So far they have promised like 4 different kinds of winter, which is why I'm starting early with the winter stuff. Yeah, the weather channels cannot agree on anything at the moment. So yeah, I'm starting with different kinds of winter stuff already. Just that I'm prepared for any circumstance. And because I am gonna keep my current hairstyle of everything being like this short. Apart from my bangs, I am making a lot of head stuff. Go and have a small rest. Have a good stream. Yeah, you go and have a great horizontal moment. And thank you for dropping by. Hope you have a good time zone. Yep. One stitch, I suppose. Okay. I'm trying to keep the edges somewhat consistent. It looks like I'm succeeding, so I must be doing something right. Also, you can actually see the texture I was looking for. Woo! Must clamp the yarn because... Oh, this was underneath the ball. That does not help me. This might take less reams than I thought it would. Like, holy shit. Alrighty, this much. And we still have 2 hours left. We might get mostly done with this, apparently. Note, I said mostly. Depending on how many distractions I get. From mother, cat, neighbors, best card, coffee. Coffee. And of course the actual yarn itself, because what the fuck? Get in the hole. Really? Get in. Thank you. At least now I'm kind of used to seeing where my stitches are, so it's not as bad as when I started. But it's still a bit Why am I doing this to myself? But then I remember, oh yeah, pretty fox ear headband. Because people mostly make like cats and stuff. Cats and wolves. I don't see many people making fox headbands. Come on, get in. Which is a shame. Because foxes are adorable. One more stitch, I suppose. Yep, get in. And yes, I will eventually make a frog. Because hi, hello, have we met? I'm not quite sure what color I'm gonna do it though. This is turning out so nice. If I wanted really thin, I could fold it double, but that's too thin. Because this is just about the size that covers my ears, which is what I'm gonna do. And that is highly needed. Because it's always windy here, especially during winter. And wind here during winter, going straight into your ear holes, you're gonna get dry as fuck. And cold. And that can lead to hearing issues. Okay, the stitch is right there, I can see it. Thank you. No need to be such a bitch, that's my job. Remember, I'm only going through the back loop only. Which is why it's even more annoying than usual. It would be easy if I just went through both loops. But then I wouldn't get this nice texture. Then would just be flat. Which I suppose would show off the colors better. But I want to show off both the color and have it textured. Because I'm an overachiever, apparently. It's gonna be really nice when this is done. I have been wearing the orange red headband I made, the sparkly one. I have been wearing it. It is in the hallway on top of my fingerless glove box that I am gonna have to get a bigger box. And I do use all of the fingerless gloves I make. And sometimes I mix them up. and have one glove from one set on one hand and a completely different one on the other hand. Cool, but also surprisingly soft. It's very surprisingly soft. Because when you're holding this, it doesn't feel very soft at all. It's almost like semi-rough, kinda. Like that feeling when you can't decide if it's soft or not. That's what this ball feels like. But when it's worked up, it's super soft. So weird. But I am really loving this yarn. I'm so happy about it. I would have bought it anyway, even if the seller hadn't lowered the price. It was just very cool coincidence that she did. Because that meant that instead of paying $15 plus shipping, I paid $10 plus shipping, and the shipping was $5. She had another one of the same yarn but different color with black and blue. But that was only on auction. This was on buy now. And I was monitoring that auction for the black and blue. Because I kinda wanted it. But within 30 minutes, that one went from $9 to $37. And while that is still cheap for yarn, at that point I had already spent $40 on other yarn. I have gotten all of the birthday yarns, by the way. I really should take a picture of all of that. Because I got yarn worth easily over 300 US dollars for a total of 74. Because auction house and people just wanting to get rid of it. So even though I'm technically on a yarn ban this year, it doesn't count because it was for my birthday specifically. And birthdays don't count when it comes to yarn. That is like the universal rule. Yarn that you are given for your birthday does not count as entering your stash. And it was all given to me because mother said I could put it on her account. All of it for my birthday. So. And have I added a stitch somewhere? Oh, hello. Feels like I have added a stitch somewhere here. try and count this. Keyword try. Yep. I should not have added this last one. Thank you. Hold on. I'm gonna... I think if I move this... What is a fly ball, you ask? Well, it's given me a few... I'm gonna do a little sheety, and I'm gonna do a decrease here. It will not be visible anyway. There we go, perfect. Not even visible that there is a decrease. What is a fly ball, you ask? We have the bag here. A fly ball is my own little creation. Let's see. Which one will show up good on camera? Probably him. Oh no, he's very scraggly. Wow. He is very scraggly. Let me fix his wings. It's a ball. Butterfly. That I designed many years ago. I designed it. And I made some big ones. This is another big one. With very floppy wings. Because it's all blanket yarn. Yeah, I have a bag full of them. And every single one of them is different from each other, and there is almost 20 of them. And every single one is different. Oh, no you. There we go. Yeah, that is a flyball. I have a flyball body on my desk. Very fuzzy one. Aww. Thank you for the raid. Much appreciated. They must also see the fly balls. Fine, I'll grab the bag again. Beadwork and fabric, eh? Beadwork, you said. Beadwork. And also not quite beadwork, but almost. Almost beadwork. Paper beads, eh? Yeah. I have a few bracelets, Booter? Yeah, I have a few. I make, booters. I do make spooters. Every Christmas I make spooters. But yeah, fly balls. I actually have a few spooters made with this same style. I call it my Fluffy Boys Army. I have 7 of them. They're led by Bucky Barnes, the Winter Spider. But yeah, fly balls. All the fly balls. That's my mint chocolate fly ball. Like I said before, there are almost 20 in here. And I have a flyball body. Can we eat mint chocolate flyball? He might object and try to fly away. This is where we are on headband, by the way. And then at the back of the neck, I'm gonna put black elastic because this is not stretchy at all. Flyball looks like those spider egg sacs. Let's say that, but I do have a web. I do have a web with some spiders in it. And the web is a bag. It is a bag with some long straps. That's a spider butt. That's another spider butt. But yeah, this bag also folds out. So when it's folded out, you have a play net for the spiders to play on. So it fully falls out. It's just one of those things I made for Christmas. I think there might be a picture of that in the slideshow. Maybe. I'm not sure if I ever put that in. But yeah, I have a picture of the net fully out and the spiders on it. Lurk with spiders. Why lurk with spiders when you can cuddle a bloweye? With the lurk command. And once you have enough points, you can also make me squish a bloweye on stream. I am also a spider. Ooh. Spider army? Okay, hold on. Stop everything. My lap is now full of fluffy spiders. My lap is full of fluffy spiders. I may also love spiders. And they all have names. They all already have names. This is Stealth. He blends into Shadow. Ah. Then we have one I made for Christmas. This is Candy Cane. I'm just gonna throw them back on my bed. Because they are very big to have in my lap. This is Forest Flower. He has butt rope. Some of them have butt rope. But this is Forest Flower. It's not showing up on camera, but there is purples in here. Yes, I call it butt rope. It is butt rope. Okay, I'm saving the two best ones for last. Let's see if I can remember the names. I don't remember the name of this one. Oh no, wait, this is Barker. He also got butt rope. This is Barker. Because he kind of looks like a wolf spider. And wolves and dogs bark. So this is Barker. Can't really see, but his eyeballs are glittery. And then same does. This one I don't remember his name. But he is the biggest one of them. I do not remember his name. I have a picture somewhere on my computer with names written. I do not remember his name. I think I named him Tank because he's the biggest one. So I might have named him Tank. He's also very heavy. Okay. This one I made for Halloween. So yeah, he is kind of special. This is air support. With heart wings. So yeah, this is air support. I was gonna make a zombie bee for Halloween, but then I thought, what if the bee was a spider? So I made air support. Yep. And I made them hearts. And that army is being led by the real star of the Spooder army. Bucky Barnes, the Winter Spider. I am the most proud of him. All of my spiders. And yes, I made sure that he got blue eyes like Bucky Barnes. And he's got the star. And he's got the arm. That I made shiny. Because I do have some silver lurex that I mixed with a grey. And all of this eyelash yarn has glitter in it. So in real life he is very sparkly. And that's my fluffy boys army. I mean, Scratchy is just like actual tarantulas, so they are not very soft. I make one or two of those per year. Sometimes even on stream. Some of those I made on stream. So I might be able to find them on my YouTube in an old VOD. Because I do upload all of my VODs to YouTube unedited. Because I stream at such a time zone where no fucker is usually there. I do have plans to make another one of those fluffy boys this year. I just need to decide on a color. Because I never repeat a color of a spider or a flyball. They are all unique. I'm gonna be here left early. Well, because time zones, it is 2:20 afternoon over here. And kinda cold. Hey, come on. Thank you. Oh yeah, I can tell that I need to check my inventory in Eidolon that I have running here underneath the slideshow. Oh yeah, I really need to clean this out. Whoops. No color repeat means ink spiders? Do I even have... Okay. Yeah. I do not like pink at all. Which is why I have not made a pink flyball or spooter. Okay, that's the game taken care of. I stick with the greens because frog. And also, can I free him from here? Eh. And also, green axolotl. Why do you have cat hair on you? Go away. And also, axolotls. I'm very much frogs, sharks, tarantulas, axolotls. I also have cat hair. Yeah, I have constantly. Anything black is pretty much not black anymore. Nature's glitter. Everywhere. I even got cat hair in my food, despite the cat not even being near the food when I'm making it. Yay. Yesterday I had 3 cat hairs in my food. Thankfully he's a short hair. But it also means that my hair is about the same length as his fur. Cat hair's healthy, what do you mean? No issue at all. Apart from itchy throat, you mean? From eating it. I think only 1 stitch left here. Come on. Yep. Ugh. I am making good progress on this, because when I started stream, it was down here. When I started. And that was about an hour and a half ago. I've woken my cat up by sneezing. Seeing stitches. Who needs to see stitches? Woo. Yep. Do I have anything else on my desk? I have quite a few projects on my desk just laying about. How about no? Hell no. That will never happen. Then people will tell me to clean the desk, and then I won't be able to find anything on it afterwards. Also, that's making me wonder why I still have a bracelet on my desk. Why do I still have this on my desk? This should not be on the desk. It's one of my chainmail bracelets that I made. Just a simple 2-connector Byzantine. But it shouldn't be on my desk. Oh well. It should be hanging up there. In Drawn's desk. No, I won't judge yours too hard. Well. People have said that before. My desk is an experience. Mostly because half of it is taken up by my PC tower over there. And I am not gonna be moving that PC tower anytime soon because it weighs over 12 kilograms. Just the PC tower empty is 11 kilograms. Is there really one more stitch here? Like I said, seeing the stitches is... yeah. That's probably correct. Time to train him noodly arms. Oh, I can't lift it. I can, it's just bothersome. But I can lift it fairly easily with one hand. I'm a tiny moth, okay? But I'm not weak. I'm just a tiny moth. That also has no coffee. We have no coffee. That is a crime. You're witnessing crime live on Twitch. Oh, I can do better than that. There you go. I recently made it an emote for my birthday. I did promise chat I would make it an emote for my birthday, so I did. Have I missed a stitch there again? Leaving dirty dishes at your desk is a crime, so you just put food on them to renew their purpose. Yeah, which is why empty coffee mug is a crime. I'm gonna do this one more row before I don't refill. I can get in the hole. This yarn ain't exactly the easiest. Which is why I'm using a 7mm crochet hook for a yarn that is this thin. I'm using a 7. Otherwise it would not be possible to work with this. Which is kind of making me semi-worried for when I make the fox ears. But that's a problem for future me. Current me is just trying to get the actual headband on. Keep on and done. Then I can start on the ears. Notes despite not understanding crochet terms. Yeah. That's me whenever someone talks about sport. Or reality TV shows. Or comedy. Or romance. Just smile and nod. Pretend you understand. The only sport I accept is snooker. Because it actually requires a brain. There's the stitch, I believe. Yeah, should be here. Where is it? Therefore, in order, frogs, tarantulas, sharks. Which is why I may have done a squee when I saw the latest paleo path. Because the latest paleo path is path of moss. Which is all about sharks. I don't really have many crochet sharks. Because I've ended up selling every single one apart from my first one, which is highlighter green. That's a stitch, yeah, it was. My PC can't run paleo. Aww. Yeah, it do be kind of intense. Let me finish this road and I need more coffee. My caffeine stream have too much blood in it, so I constantly need refills. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. Row, spider. Don't know what you're making. It's gonna be a headband. And I'm gonna put fox ears on it. And I'm gonna make matching fingerless gloves with toe beans. Now starting on the headband. Then, because this isn't very stretchy at all, at the back I'm gonna put black elastic. Like The ends like that, and then elastic between them. Don't rip down seams. Yeah, good luck trying to rip out this yarn. Only knows sewing terms. Ah. Machine or slow stitch? Or sashiko? Or tambour? I may have dabbled in everything. And I do mean everything. I mostly do by hand. Do I have my card holder here? Yeah, I do. Okay. I mostly sew by hand. I made this card holder with a belt loop. But yeah, I made this by hand. And I have another one ongoing, and I have a needle book ongoing. That's gonna have needles in it. I need to make the backing for that one too. And I have this that I showed earlier that I'm slowly working on, a mini tapestry. Working on sewing the beads on. That is yarn that I sewed on. Yeah, because I have them scatter a bit of everywhere. And it's kinda annoying. Okay. We are making good progress. All of this is, we were down here when I started. Yeah, a bit under 2 hours. Making good time. But I am gonna need coffee. Hey there. I'm gonna need coffee and go and pee. Both are necessary. So BRB. And don't eat the crochet. Pooping yarn is a mess. raining spider yarn. Damn, I wish. I fucking wish. Okay, I did just fetch one of my sharks. I fetched Drew. Boobs jump scare. Yes, very much. I thought of fetching my lemon shark, but everybody loves Drew, a small IKEA shark. Everyone loves him. Kinda. Kinda. He's so squishy and soft. Bent but still pearly. True. What's that? Okay, let me put him away. He's so soft. That's my small one. The big one is his boyfriend, named Shark. Then I have Lemon, the lemon shark. Yaoi wins. Always. I think 1/3 of my manga is yaoi. Something like that. And it's even more than 1/3 if you take away my Berserk and Naruto. And a few others. Okay, yarn, don't fall off my lap. You would think this would stay in my lap due to being egg-shaped. No. No, it does not. Non-binary winning something within my toys ecosystem. Ugh, I just had a scary thought. I'm gonna need to do some planning for my birthday next year. Gonna be a big 0. Yeah, I'm old. I'm an old moth. Planning for Womb Evacuation Day, yes. I usually call it Womb Liberation Day. Or Freedom from the Womb. But yeah, next year is one of the big zeros. Because I am old. What you planning? No idea, that's the problem. But I have a year to plan. So only a tiny bit less than a year because it was just my birthday. Do I need one more there, or is that... No, it should be fine. The edges are gonna be a bit scraggly. Why does it look like I have too many stitches up here? I have no idea. It doesn't... here I might have done increase. Time to do a sneaky deaky decrease here. To bring it back. Happy belated day of birth. Thank God. It was July 1st. I was so born in the wrong country. You know, looks like spices mixed together and when I know, right? Which is why I needed to buy this to make a fox headband. Because fox fur do kinda be like this. It looks even more like it in real life. Coming out very yellow on stream, but it's more towards the orange. I had a cat hair on my desk for some reason. Whoa. But yeah, I have no idea what I'm gonna be doing for next year, but it's gonna be something bigger than normal. It's gonna have to be. Because like you said, it's one of the big zeros. Ugh. Yeah, you know why that's a mystery? Because the cat doesn't come into my room. That's why it's a mystery. Mickey does not come into my room. I have trained him not to. So, cat hair on my desk in front of my keyboard. Mystery called fur in your clothes and nicknamed air circulation. Probably. Even though the window hasn't been open for a month or two. The ventilation on the window is always open though. But the window itself is almost never open. Because... one, first floor apartment. 2, 5 meters away from a walkway. 3, allergic to pollen, especially grass and birch. I think we're on 4. All around the entire fucking building. Grass. Tells me vampire because I like someone's gonna kill me. Yeah, in my case I just have sensitive eyes. So even what little sunlight is through my closed blinds that are only open this much for my plants, that A little bit of sunlight alone is hurting my eyeballs. It is so bright. Which is why I have the side of my PC tower open. Which, if I close that a bit, you can already see how much light. Oops, Venom almost fell down. You are not supposed to fall down. Stay up there, V. Thank you. And yes, you did hear that right. I do have a Venom. On my PC tower. He's very fluffy and tentacled. Come here. Let's see if I can do this. That finger there. That there. There. Go. Yay! I remember how I did it. Like you said, I do have Venom on my PC tower. With grippy tentacles. And his eyes and teeth glow in the dark. Because I painted it with glow in the dark paint. Fabric paint. They glow in the dark. He's very soft. Right? Very grippy. He cost me like $40, but I had to have him. Go. I had to have him. There, I suppose. Oh yeah, I still have some yellowfish on my desk. I have some fluffy yellowfish on my desk I've made. Because why the fuck not? Oh yeah, how much stream time is even left? Oh, okay. We have an hour left of the stream, by the way. Seeing my stitches. Okay, I think. Yeah, I know. I stream 3 hours on Wednesdays for crochet, 4 hours on Saturday, Heroes of the Storm, and 3 hours on Sunday morning, or as fuck. or Eidolon, that I also call my silent stream because there is no microphone and no webcam on Sunday mornings. Just game sound. Rings, never wear them. Yeah, I make them. I had my other flag too, the aromantic, but my cat somehow knocked it off the table where I had it, and since then I have not been able to find it. So I need to remake that one. So I substituted my frog instead. But once, yeah, I noticed that too as I got older. Like in my 20s and late 20s, I wore a lot of metal rings, but they started to annoy me, so I stopped wearing them. And then after my 30s, I found seed beads. And I started making seed bead works instead. I think that's the right stitch. Nope. Already tell that is not. I did say I was old, right? Here we go. I think that's the right stitch, Jesus. Your famous last words moment, yep. And in crochet, there is also, as you may have noticed, is this the right stitch to put my hook in? Most times the answer to that is no. And also, where the fuck is my stitch even? Whoa. Is it there? Okay, fine. You're gonna be a bitch. I'm gonna be a bitch. Ah, gotcha. Wahaha. There we go. And now we carefully slide that one out. And pick up all of those lips again. Okay. Wahahaha. Wahaha. Be a batch, I mean beach, I mean bench. I mean, the stream is rated mature for a reason. Hi, it's me. I'm the reason. So you can wear in my chat. Because it wouldn't be fair for me to be able to and chat not being able to, so. Yeah, it was a 3.5. This is what I usually use for yarn, this thickness, but because of the lumps and bumps in the yarn, I'm having to use this 7. sometimes size does matter. Drink something other than coffee for unusuality's sake. I do still have some lemonade left from last night. And yes, it works. Because, of course, it's me. Raspberries are 18 plus because I'm usually in them. Yeah, that sounds like a few people I know. That reminds me, I have some drawings I need to finish. Some paw drawings. Just paws. I might need to try and count my stitches. Ribbit. It's called a croak. We are blaming the frogs. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, okay, okay. Looks like we're still at the correct stitch count if I can actually get it. Bless your croak. Right. I do actually have some frogs nearby. I do have some frogs nearby. I have this minty blue-green frog. Oh yeah, I think that this will be the frog that you will enjoy. Think? Just saying. I think this is the frog you enjoy. He's just a little bit stab happy. One. I'm gonna count these. 2. 3. 4. 5. 1, 8, 9. Okay, here. Oh, I really do need to go in there to make it 10. Okay, got it. Darn. Come on. Don't be a bitch, that's my job. Thank you. Yep. Okay. Yeah, if I go in there, then I will have 10. Got it. Well, if I'm looking down here, I can't see chat because chat is over there from your end. For me, it's there. And I have a suspicion I might need to check my idle on again. That's the game that's running underneath the slideshow that is idle on. Free on Steam. I may or may not have almost 3k hours in that game now. I'm gonna check as soon as I get to the end of this row. Because you see, in that game, when your inventory is full, the loot just ends up on the floor, but it never actually despawn. So if you fill up your inventory, then you fill up the floor, it's gonna start lagging your shit down. Oh, I need to check these. Yep. We need to clean that up. I don't need any of these, I'm just gonna destroy them. Saving them, okay. And then my actual inventory. Still fine for the moment. More people have been enjoying breaking games rather than playing them normally. It's great. Yeah, this game is slightly older than most, I believe. It just hit 5-year anniversary. And I only recently started playing it last year or so. Yeah, skip a stitch again. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Yep, I did. What? Fucking damn it. I keep skipping the stitch because there is one stitch that is almost hidden here. There we go. Maybe I should make rings again on stream. The beaded ones. I do still have my Deadpool one. I just finished the design of that. If you wonder if you skipped the stitch, you really did. I'm learning. Ooh. Yes, that's usually the case. Usually. Especially when you're working with yarn, when you can barely see your fucking stitches at all. Where's my next one even? Is it there? Yeah, looks to be the right one. Like normally you can see the stitches. Yeah. Here. Like on this, you can clearly see your stitches. Here up top. Because this is normal yarn. This ain't normal. Earth, when? July 1st. I was so born in the wrong country. Yours is next month? Nice. So yeah, I have a tiny bit less than 1 year to plan for one of the big heroes. Because I am an old moth. Come on, get in. Hole ain't that tight. Thank you. Okay, about 45-ish minutes left of the stream. Ugh, itchy nose because pollen all around the building. Woo! We have done a lot on this today. When I started stream, I had exactly that much. Just this. But yeah, maybe I should do rings again on stream. I miss doing beadwork on stream. I could maybe do my Deadpool ring, since I finally finished the design of that. But that's not gonna take long. Next stitch, where the fuck? There, I think. That sounds like there is a story behind that. Yeah, it goes fairly quickly. It do be fairly easy. I missed that the camera is ass. Not showing correct colors because it's a lot more orange than it's showing up. It's really more of a pumpkin orange with black than it's showing up. But to be fair, my camera was $17 US from Amazon. It has somehow become a common theme in my community, courtesy of Pesto, but my favorite character did everything being a toilet. Okay then. Then it makes sense. That's sort of like how we acquired the Squish That Shark redeem. Because I love squishing my IKEA sharks. And also how burps got renamed to croaks. Because I love frogs. Bitch. That's you. Okay. How do you even do an anniversary stream for that? Make a PNG tuber of you swimming in a toilet? I don't know. I'm full of bad ideas. I'm full of bad ideas. So blind, you have a frog? Yes, I have a little frog. I have a frog. Like I said, my camera is ass. It was $17 on Amazon. Because my beloved Razer Keo decided to give up on life. So I had to panic buy a new webcam. And I had like no money at all. Okay, where is the next one? Is it there? Or is it there? I'm gonna assume, because I think it's there, it's probably there. I make that one day, 2030. I mean, like I said, I'm full of bad ideas. That's how air support was created. A fluffy bee-colored tarantula with heart-shaped wings. Yeah, true, that would be very seasoned. That would indeed be seasoned. Yeah, I need to decide which character to play on Saturday for Heroes of the Storm. I might just default to Nazebo so I can kill people with toads and spooters. Because that fucking shit never gets old. Ever. Earphones are dying in my life right now. Well, 3 months in less than 40 minutes, so... But if your earphones are dying, you better feed them. I need to plug mine into feeding cable soon. He will start complaining. I suppose it's good enough. I mean, I do got 30 hours battery life on my headset. For one charge, the last 2 hours. I get 30 hours battery life. I will forever recommend these headphones. Even though they might be hard to find now. Well, our edges are not very even. That's the nature of the yarn too. Whoa. Need new headphones? I'm using HyperX Cloud Flight Wireless, I believe it was called. Should be in the panels below, everything I use. But yeah, I will forever recommend these headphones and microphone, which is also HyperX. Completely by coincidence, actually. It's just the one I really wanted because it has a mute button on top that you just need to lightly tap to fully mute it. Which is really good for when you are sneezing like fuck, like I sometimes am. And all vestige, thank you. There. The water is so good. Why my body keeps expelling it? Counter for my sneezes. I need to make a counter for my coffee. How many mugs of coffee per stream? Sometimes it's like 7 mugs or something in 4 hours. Jump scare by an ad. That happens. And the PP measuring command. Just saying. Just saying. Might have decreased and increased interchangeably somewhere. Well, storm is coming. Why you're cold, storm? Fur. Well, my name is actually a combination of 3 things. The rain is from Blood Rain, the movie. Basically, a female blade. One of the few movies I actually like. with a female lead. Normally I hate female leads. And then storm is because I love thunderstorms. And then fur because furry. Moth. Moth are very furry. Because I think it's there, it's most likely there. That has been the theme the entire stream. Where I think the stitch is actually one stitch too far forward. If I think about that stitch and go back one, that's usually the correct one. Apparently. Oh yeah, because we just had an ad, that means there is less than half an hour left of the stream. Yes. It is 3:30 afternoon. I end at 4. It gives me an hour to take out the trash and do the dishes before I need to start dinner at 5. Because priorities. Basically, my stream times are weird because they are planned by IRL. Otherwise, I would be streaming a lot more often and later. Get in there. The earphone's gonna charge. Leave up to a bit. Me out. Me out or me out? There is a difference. But yeah, you go and feed your headset or earphones. I always default to headset because no one I know use earphones. Getting a lot done here. We are about halfway done already. This is about half already. Ugh. I hate fornicating plants. Spreading their yeast all over the place. Ugh. Thing is too that the wind is coming from two different places at the moment. We have wind coming from that end, going here, and then we have wind going from here, going there, so they crash and create a small whirlwind right outside my window, so the pollen gets in. And there is grass and birch outside my window, which I am allergic to. And a few meters away there is also mugwort, which I am also allergic to. So every morning I have to take allergy tablet. That thankfully takes away the sneezing, but doesn't help with the itchy and the slightly burning eyeballs. But 1 out of 3 ain't bad, so I'll take it and run. I think I sneezed 6 times, 5 or 6 times before I even pressed the start stream button. Very annoying. Get in. Bottle of yarn almost went off my lap. This egg shape is really not helping. In fact, that is almost worse than it being a round ball. I think it's there, so it's gonna be there. And I will not be working on this off stream, so we will be continuing this next Wednesday. Sometimes I do these longer projects and then I only work on them on stream so that people can follow the full process. Because I think it is important to show non-crocheters how long shit actually takes to make. Like I did with the Powerpuff Girls. I did all 3 of them fully on stream to show the entire process from start to finish for all 3 dolls. And that took what? 6 streams, I think? And each crochet stream is 3 hours, so do the math. I really should have those closer together so I can actually show them off on screen. They're at the moment on the complete opposite end of my room. I'm gonna have to measure this around my head after we are done the stream today, so that I know how much more I need to do next Wednesday. What I'll do is just put it around my head and then take a measuring tape and then guesstimate how much more I need to do and then write it on a piece of paper and hook into this with a safety pin. Since I'm not using a specific pattern or anything anyway, I'm just freehanding. I might be freehanding the ears too if I can't find a pattern I really like. I might just be freehanding the ears too. Okay, come on, get in. Thank you. This yarn was both easier and harder than I thought to work with. But I am really happy I managed to buy it before someone else did. Otherwise, this project would never have happened. I really wanted to make it. I also need to make a headband with frog eyes and another with moth antennas. Unless I completely skip making frog headband and make a frog bucket hat instead. Let's see, time. I have a few projects and materials covering up the time. Okay. Less than 20 minutes. Because I still can't snooze ads. Which is still broken. So if I want to end before the last ad and spare you guys that, I'm gonna have to end a few minutes early. I'm gonna have to end at about 3:55, I believe. Bypass the last ad. And I'm not sure if that was the right stitch, but whatever. Going in anyway. So this is using up a lot less yarn than I thought. This is only a 50-gram ball. I'm thinking we're over halfway done. And I still have this much left. And we are over halfway done with this. Defo over halfway done. Does seem like I did some funky increases and decreases here and there, but that's fine. It doesn't need to be exact. Nature isn't perfect, so why should my handmade stuff be? Nature is inherently flawed. That is the nature of nature. I'm gonna have to count the stitches again. See if I still have 10. And also see if I have a raid target or not. From what I currently know without looking, I might have one. Time to pull some yarn. Okay. I need to end in 5 minutes anyway, so I'm gonna go and check. Ray target, do we have one? Oh, we do actually. You went live an hour ago. Okay. Let's move that so I can actually see. Okay. We do, in fact, have Ray target. I'm just gonna copy her name for now. Okay, there we go. And then we have 5 minutes before I need to end. So I can spare you guys the last ad. But we do have a raid target, so woo. We don't often have one. Every time I do have one, I will take the opportunity. Because like I said before, I stream at very weird times compared to the people that I actually watch. I almost never have a raid target. Especially on Saturday and Sunday. I never have a raid target because it's too early for anyone I know. And especially on Sundays, the people that are streaming then is just ending when I end, pretty much. Time sounds be annoying. But yeah, we have gotten a lot done on this. A lot more than I thought we would. I did not expect this to go so quick. At all. Especially not with me showing off the entire Fluffy Boys army. We have 3 minutes. We're running to end. Ribbit. Small ribbit. I do need more coffee after I've ended. Doing this in back loop only creates a really nice textured effect. will of course post a picture of this in my Discord. From straight front you can't really see it. I mean, you guys can on the camera because taking up every shadow. But if I look at it straight on, I can see it. But if I look at a certain angle, I can see it clearly. It's really cool, hidden effect almost. One more stitch. I think it's there, so it's probably not, but I'm gonna go in here anyway. Okay. 350. I am gonna call it there. I can spare you guys the last ad. But we got a lot done. When I started stream, I had this much. These two. And then we have done all of this. That was a lot of work done. Despite taking impromptu break to show off the Fluffy Boys army. This is a choker necklace to finish. Fell down. There we go. Okay, so typing actually directly underneath my webcam. Discord be over yonder. Instagram that I haven't posted in a while on because I forget I even have an account is right there. I really forget I have an account. Really. Oh well. Ugh. Let's see. Let me do that. Okay, so as usual, thank you all very much for being here. Thank you again super much for the raid. I do not get many of those, so I appreciate every single one of them even more. Thank you for all the follows, and for the lurks and the works and the talks. I will be back on Saturday for Heroes of the Storm. Most likely playing Nazebo, killing people with toads and spooters, because that's what he does. So for now, stay safe, stay hydrated. I'll be seeing you guys whenever that'll be. Bye.